Should we embrace British history, or what are you thinking when you see these people pulling down statues and cancelling the Queen in the Common Room and things like that?
So we heard from Liz Truss at Chatham House in a speech that she was trying to position as her view of geopolitics as a new foreign secretary. Pulling down statues, if we go straight to that, we have three kind of notions of British history. Perhaps the history of dominant power, maybe represented by the East India Company or Winston Churchill. We have the debates in Oxford with the Statue of Rhodes. Now we have the people's history then, which we've spoken about before on this channel, so the innovation of liberty and the innovation of, say, the Magna Carta, common law. Maybe that leads to the Brexit debate. But if you look at pulling down of statues, I was talking outside to a friend of ours, and the psychology of pulling down statues is interesting. Do we admit the truth of the past, whether we like it or not? Or do we try and brush history under the carpet? Does that clear up a debate for mature citizens? Or is that children playing peekaboo? Is that, I can't see you, therefore you don't exist? Is that a mature debate between citizens that we can have to discuss our future? Perhaps there was an element of that in the Brexit debate, but that's been kind of pushed aside by lockdowns now. And so the question remains, where is Britain? Where is Britain headed?
So I've asked you a question, you finished on a question. I'm teasing you. So your answer then is that what do you think though? So somebody pulls down, but a lot of people are coming back to the past and saying, oh, well, because we did this, we need to get rid of that, and we're removing things, changing road names because we don't want it to be associated with our colonial past. Or do you think we should actually stop doing this and embrace the fact, OK, this is how it was, it didn't always look great, but it brought us to where we are?
Well, Liz Truss said Britain is great, it's in the name, and I don't think that's really enough. We've certainly got to look at a more mature debate between citizens. Can we say that some of us loathe the past, some of us love the past? Can we have a debate looking at the images of the past that we may love or loathe? Can we point to our children and say Winston Churchill, he was a destroyer for the British Empire. Winston Churchill, he was a saviour of Europe. The statue can bring about the debate and fulfil that debate in a way that tearing it down and putting it away won't allow us to learn from the past. We must learn from our own mistakes, but it's really much easier to learn from other people's mistakes because they made them first. And so then we can simply watch and take those lessons of history.
Interesting stuff. Laurenzo, thank you so much. I want to ask the panel some questions on this. I want to bring this round to the panel now. Because Laurenzo makes some good points with regard to history. We have these things there that we say. I mean, if it had been an experience that you'd had as an individual watching this now, you would probably say that because of that experience, it has made me what I am today. You wouldn't airbrush it out, would you? No. So let's just briefly see what the panel
thinks on this. Lorenzo's direct question. I think Laurenzo, in his very posh and impressively educated way, is saying we shouldn't tear these statues down. I don't think we should tear these statues down. Is that what Laurenzo is actually saying? Can I just put that to you? Are you saying we should accept and acknowledge our past or not?
Absolutely. We should definitely keep all of our past so we can learn from it, so we can reinterpret it, so we can learn from those lessons, whether good or bad.